Welcome to Raj Online Trainings. In the series of full stack Java projects, we are seeing a project here, Employee Management System. And this project is developed using Spring Boot, the backend, and the front-end part is done using Angular. And in the previous videos, we have seen how to download and install Spring Toolsuite and how to create a Spring Boot project in Spring Toolsuite. And even we have seen about the Lombok tool. And in the last video, we have created this employee management system project, and in this project we have created the entity class. We have created the entity class employee with the properties employee ID, employee name, designation, and salary. And we have used the Lombok annotations and the Hibernate or JPA annotations. And we have updated this application.properties file to get the connection to MySQL database, and we have provided the Hibernate properties, JPA Hibernate properties. Now, the database what we are working is what here? Project to DB. Let me open this database. Use project to DB. Now, here we are having the table describe employees. We are having the table employees with these fields: employee ID, designation, name, and salary. Now let us insert some records into this table, and today we are going to create a REST API which is going to pull out the records from the table. So for that, let us insert some records into the table. So you can say insert into employees values. You can go with the values like employee ID, and just I'm going with the sample employee ID 1, then employee name, some name. Second column is designation, so let me say it as a programmer. Then next one name, and let us go with some salary. Then you can add one more record, employee number 2, the designation some HR, the name Ramu, and salary some 6,000. We can add one more record, 3, designation something like manager, then the name Smith, then some salary, like you can see some 15,000, some salary is here. So we are having some error. Some error we are getting, so let us insert one by one. Right, let us change the values. Let us insert one more record, 3, some manager Smith, and some salary some 16,000. Right, we are having totally 3 records in the employees table. Now the objective now is we want to create a REST API which connects to this employee table, and it's going to return these records from the employees table. That's the objective now. So for that, go to your Spring Boot project. Now in this project, let us create one entity class. Entity class already we have created an employee. So for this, we have to create one repository interface to manage the CRUD operations. So for that, let us create one package under SRC main Java. We are having already a package, right? Under this com.employee.management, let us create a new package, repository or repositories, anything. Then say finish, and in this package, create a new interface. Let me go with the name of the repository like employee repository. Employee repository. Now we have to make this repository extends JPA repository. Extend JPA repository, and what is the entity class name employee, and the primary key data type is integer. And we have to mark it as a repository by using the annotation @repository. Now this repository interface is ready now. Repository interface is ready. Now import the packages. These are the packages related to this. Here we are going to make use of Spring Data JPA module. Just we need to create the interface and extend JPA repository. And it comes with the predefined methods. Like it comes with the methods like save method. This we can use save method for insert and update operation. So the object what we pass to the save method, if the primary key is a new primary key value, it is going to do insert operation. If the object primary key value is an existing value, it is going to do the update operation. We are having the method like find all to get all records. It's all select stars to pick up all the records to return all records. We are having this find by ID, which is going to get the record based on primary key. Then we are having delete. So these are the predefined methods which we are having in Spring Data JPA module, right? Now once we create this repository, now let us create the REST controller class. This is the next one, is the very important one for us. Let us go with the REST controller class. So for that, let us create a new package. Let us go with the package name like controller. I'm going with the package name com.employee.management controller. In this package, let us create a REST controller class. Let me go with the name as employee controller. Employee controller. Now, to mark it as a REST controller class, we use the annotation @REST controller. We use the annotation what? @REST controller. And in this class, let us go with the property employee repository. Employee repository. And let us inject this property automatically using the annotation @autovite. Right? Now, let us create a method in this controller class. Let me go with a method name like public list employee get all employees. So what this method should do, it should connect to our employees table, pull out all the records, and that records are stored in the form of list employee. Now to do that process, just we have to call the method here return employee repository, and we have to call the method find all. That's it. Find all method. Import the respective packages. Now how it knows that what table it has to connect? Already in entity class we have provided the table name employees. So it will go to this employees table, pull out all the records from employees table, and that list of records will be returned to us. So this is the REST API what we have created, which is going to connect to our employees table, return all the records. Then how to enter into this method? How to enter into this method is we have to do the mapping. So since we are doing read operation, we go with the mapping, get mapping, and the pattern what we use is /employees. Import the package. So what is the REST API now? To enter into this method, http://localhost:8080. This is the location of our Tomcat server, and say employees. That's it. So once we use this employees, the mapping, it will enter into this method. By using this employee repository, it's going to invoke this find all method, connects to the employees table, pull out all the records, and that all records will be written in the form of list employee. Right? Now, run this project. How to run this project? Right click on your project and say run as Spring Boot app. Run as Spring Boot app. Now, see, the Tomcat server has started in port number 8080. Now we have to test our REST API. We have to test this API. So in order to test this API, we are going to make use of the tool called as Postman tool. We are going to make use of a tool, Postman tool. So what is this Postman tool is? Postman is an interactive and automatic tool for verifying the APIs. For verifying the APIs of the project. Then, Postman is a Google Chrome app. Postman is what? It's a Google Chrome app for interacting with HTTP APIs. For interacting with the HTTP APIs. And here it goes with the methods like HTTP methods. Like it goes with the methods like get. So get is like read operation where we use select command. Get means select command. Then post method. Post method is like write operation or create operation. Create operation. This is for insert command. Then put method is for update. Update operation. That means update command. Then we are having one more method called delete. Delete is for delete operation. And this is for delete command. Then how to download this Postman tool? Download Postman. How to download this Postman tool is by using this URL. You can say https://www.postman.com/download. Okay. Now let me show this URL. Open browser. Type this URL. Here you can find the download button. You can find the download button. So in my case, I'm going with Windows 64-bit. So with respect to the operating system, it's going to download for us. Then once you just click on this, it's going to download the software that we need to install this. So once you click on this, it's going to download the software. Once the download is complete, run this application. So already I've done this part. Simple way to install. And once the installation is completed, you can find a shortcut on our desktop. You can find what? A shortcut on your desktop. Open this application. Double click on this icon, which is going to open the Postman tool for us. Now, once the Postman tool is open, here what API we want to test here? This is the API we want to test. http://localhost 8080 employees. And what is the mapping here? Get mapping. So just what you do, copy this API, come to Postman tool, and here the method call is get and paste your API. Paste your API. And once you click on this send button, see, we are getting the records here. See here, employee ID 1, employee name, designation, salary. Employee ID 2, the name, designation, salary. Employee ID 3, name, designation, salary. So what are the records present in our table? All these records, it is returning back to us. So in order to test our REST APIs, we are using here Postman tool. So just to check whether our API is working properly or not. So what we have done in this video, we have just created a REST controller class, and in that we have created a get employees method. By using this employee repository, by using this find all method, we are connecting to our employees table, and using this get mapping, we are able to connect to the employees table and pull out the records from the table. And we have tested that API whether it is working properly or not by using Postman tool. In the next video, we'll go with the front end part. Let us enter into the front end part. We create one Angular project, and we are going to invoke this REST API from Angular project, and we are going to display the records of employees table on our browser using Angular. So in the next video, we start off with the front end part. Please subscribe, like and share. Thank you.